While the 2025 Formula One season winds down to a close with just two races remaining in Qatar and Abu Dhabi, the F1 world received a bombshell news today with Adrian Newey being promoted to Aston Martin team principal. This has shook the F1 world today and it's a monumental news. Adrian Newey, of course, joined Aston Martin earlier this year in March. After spending the best part of 2 decades with Red Bull, he joined as a managing technical partner. And today he's been promoted to team principal. And current team principal and CEO Andy Cowell has been transitioned to a new role from next year called the Chief Strategy Officer. Now, this raises a lot of questions, and everyone is confused what is going on. So, Aniket, I guess this is the Adrian Newey team now.
Yeah, I mean, also his appointment, continues the recent trend in F1, right? We've seen a lot of technical guys or people with technical backgrounds becoming team principals, like James Vowles for Williams. He was the he was the technical director at Mercedes for a long time, and now team principal at Williams. Then even Laurent Mekies, as recent as what May, that he's
Right.
become team principal after being in a tech role for a long time. So
Hmm.
it does seem that that's becoming the recent trend or the recent way of how F1 is moving forward with appointing team principals. But Newey's came as a big shock, right? Because there were a lot of rumors swirling around Christian Horner, because he's available, and Aston were kind of restructuring the entire team. So there were rumors about Horner becoming joining them as team principal. But this came out of left field. So we've seen Newey with the traditional book, with a with a pen and paper, whenever he goes around the paddock looking at certain
Yeah.
cars and stuff.
Hmm.
But now he's going to be in a different role, a team principal role, which would mean more visibility towards the media, more sessions with the media, and a different role in itself. So it's a little like we've been taken aback by this uh, because it never seemed that he was that kind of a person who would want to become team principal despite of how successful he's been in the sport. So I think there's very little for him to prove now in terms of being a technical director. So this probably comes at the right time for him. And if he, kind of turns that Aston Martin car or helps in turning the Aston Martin car into, say, a title winning car once the new regulations, come down, then it would just add to his greatness, right? So, yeah, I would say, like, why not? Like, give him a shot and see how things go.
Yeah, agreed. But also, Aniket, I feel that, this might not be a role that suits him really all that well, right? Um, he's always been more of a technical guy, like you said, right? He's the one of the most technical persons on the grid. Now, yeah, like the head of aero and more on the technical side. Now, the team principal is a very different role. Right? It's not just about technical stuff. It's also more a people management role. You have to guide the whole team, right? It's a very very different role is what I'm trying to say. And Newey has never felt like a guy that would embrace these aspects of the Formula One world, right? You hardly see him in front of the media, for example. And just look at other team principals like Toto or even James Walls. I mean, despite being a very engineering focused team principal, he still talks a lot to the media. I think even during his Mercedes days, right, Aniket, you saw Walls interact frequently with the media, right? You never saw him shying away from the media duties. Or even Lauren Macias, he's a technical guy, but also team principal at Racing Bulls, and he was at Red Bull before, and other teams. He was, I think, at not Red Bull, sorry, but he was at Ferrari, and he had a whole, you know, resume of teams, and he's again never been one to shy away. But Newey explicitly, we have seen as a very media shy person. So for him to be thrust into this new role as a team principal definitely feels a bit strange to me, right? Like it feels like there's something more going on in the background. Like, was this some other deal that Newey cut that he wants his team principal role? Like what's going on? It feels very sus to me.
I think they just didn't want to hire Christian Horner. Anybody but Christian Horner. So that's why I knew he was the next available best available candidate after that.
Mm,
But yeah, I mean it is a little surprising, right? You, as you said, we don't expect Newey to be at this kind of role because of his technical prowess. It was always expected that he'd probably end his career just developing cars and doing you know developing stuff outside the sport. But I think in an interview last year he did say that he was open to new challenges, and he was always looking to keep himself fresh and looks at different things so that he can be engaged in all these different aspects. So maybe that's also a part of it, that a new role like this will energize him even further,
mm.
at the age he is in right now. So I think it's probably like, he's entering towards the last stages of his career, and he probably wanted to have this checked in his career list and accolades as well before he bows out gracefully,
Yeah.
whenever that comes.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, even if you ask me, yes, he has nothing more to prove, right? He has done everything you can in the F1 world. But also, this is two questions, Aniket, and we'll go to each of them. First thing is, obviously, if you look at the press release, well, they do talk about Adrian Newey being the team principal and all of that. Uh, One very interesting thing is that there's no new CEO name, right? The current guy, Cowell, sorry,
Andy Cowell.
Andy Cowell. Yeah, so he was team principal and CEO this year, right? And he has now moved on to chief strategy officer. And Adrian Yu has been promoted from managing technical partner or director to team principal. But there is no CEO role right now, right? That has not been mentioned. So do you think that door is still open for a more media friendly personality? Like maybe Christian Horner.
There are some rumors further to what Horner was, further to what they had discussed about Horner becoming team principal, that he could not become the CEO of Aston Martin. So never say
Hmm.
never. But I think that if they wanted to make him CEO, they'd rather make him team principal also, right? So that's also something in my thought process.
Yeah, but
Because
Horner has never been a very technical person, right? So maybe they don't want to, maybe they want a technical team principal and I don't know, some media CEO, PR CEO
I,
kind of
I
person.
understand, but do they actually want to trust Horner with CEO after everything which has happened, which has off track life over the past year, is the question to
Yeah.
me. You don't want to put him in that very high position after what happened at Red Bull,
Right.
and give him that much of power as well. So
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
not
there's going.
Horner, but maybe somebody else, right? Because McLaren follows this strategy, right?
Yeah.
They have Zach Brown, who's not a technical guy; he's like a businessman, and they have Andrea Stella, who's a technical guy. You see him in old
Hmm.
Ferrari videos when Schumacher was there,
Yeah.
right? A
Yeah.
very technical guy. So
Hmm.
um, maybe
I
Aston
think
Martin want to go that route to
they
get
do.
success.
I think that they will definitely look at the options. Maybe they start 2026 without the filling that position, and as things head down in terms of how their performance is on track, then they decide what to do with that position. But I think they're going to take the time with hiring a new CEO,
Yeah.
because I think Lawrence Stroll wants to find someone who he can trust as well, in terms of filling the positions, so that Aston Martin can be a title contender from the next generation of cars. So it's going to be a while before we hear any new name being linked to the Aston Martin CEO role, or anything being confirmed. Actually, I feel.
Mhm. Yeah. Of course, but yeah, I think it's yeah, definitely this changes a lot, right? And like you said, nobody was really expecting this at all.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out for Aston Martin. They're really doing a lot of changes right now at the team, right? They're going to be uh, they have a new partnership with Honda from next year, uh, and they're kind of branding themselves as like a complete works team, which I don't know,
Yes.
man. Like, how is it different from this year? They still there's Aston Martin with the Mercedes engine now, and
Yeah, because they'll be the sole consumer of the Honda engine next year, so they're kind of the works team.
yeah, sure. But unless I don't know, it is still called Aston Martin. So are they going to be the Honda team from next year or what?
No,
I
it'll be
mean,
Aston Martin Honda. That's it, I
yeah,
guess. Yeah. And Honda will probably supply them for next year, and then they'll take a
right.
call on what to do after that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, I'll
I mean,
be.
there were. It's
Mhm.
strange, right? Because Adrian Newey was supposed to be like out of his way in F1. No, sorry, out of F1 by now, and now he's becoming team principal at Aston
Yeah,
Martin. Damn strange.
yeah, but also like Honda, they were supposed to be out of F1 next year, and they're coming back as a work supplier.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are landing for Honda and Adrian Newey. Um, but yeah, so I mean, it will also be interesting to see given Aston Martin's struggles this season, right? They really struggled to put together a string of good results. I think they're what eighth in the championship now, which is way below. I'm guessing below our preseason predictions too. I got to check, but I think we put
Yeah.
them at maybe sixth.
I think just below Williams we had put
Yeah,
them.
we put them just below Williams because they
Yeah.
had a string of good seasons at least till last year. So this, of course, a big move for them. They're doing a lot of changes. Lawrence Stroll is going really all in to get this team to be championship winning. It's also Fernando Alonso's last season next year, right?
Who knows?
Who knows? Yes, but at least as of now. So now my yeah. Before we move on to Qatar, which is again another exciting thing with the championship ending, Aniket, let me ask you this, and also this question is also for the viewers, not just for me and Aniket. Uh, yeah, the question is, what does this mean for Max Verstappen? Uh, he obviously has had a good relationship with the Newey side of things in Red Bull, right? When Newey left and Horner stayed, that's when all the rumors of Max Verstappen leaving for Mercedes or for Aston Martin, all these things started. So, Aniket, I want to ask you, um, regardless of whether he wins the championship this year or not, next year is new regulations. We have no idea how Red Bull will do, especially they are developing their own PU, own power unit for the first time. So it can go any way. It can go south or it can go north, right? So let's say Red Bull is having a horrible season next year and Adrian Newey as a team principal in Aston Martin. Does Aston Martin go to and Toto is again pining for his long lost love?
It's definitely an option, but too early to say right now because Verstappen looks pretty comfortable in Red Bull now that he's back in the championship hunt, and we'll see what happens in these last two races. But there's always an exit clause for Max, right? I think that below third place till whatever. I think that clause is probably there throughout his end of contract. So in case that happens next year again, he'll probably look at his options.
Yeah.
But it's anyone's call, right? This new regulations, nobody knows who's going to get it right. Nobody knows who gets it wrong. So he definitely has options. Mercedes have only signed their drivers contracts for the next year.
Hmm.
Aston Martin will be an option with Alonso gone. So again, it's going to be interesting to watch out because Max is kind of the only driver who's at play more or less at this point, the big name driver. So with Adrian Newey also as the team principal, it's going to entice him even further in terms of if that car is winning as well. So yeah, watch out for the space, but it's going to be a while now. I mean, we have to see how the season ends and then figure out how 2026 starts with all the cars starting on from scratch.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't think this season would affect it, but I more think that it's be depending on how next season works out because he's obviously committed to Red Bull for 2026, right? So I don't think he's going to renege on that, especially after the great comeback that Red Bull has given him, where he's close to winning the title, right? Yeah, I mean, not close to, but has a outside chance of winning the title from being nowhere near the title fight, 4 months ago. But I think 2026, like you said, maybe the exit clause is still there. We don't know the contract particulars. But yeah, if Red Bull's having a wretched season, let's say their power unit is absolutely garbage next year, the one that they developed in house, Max is probably not staying around. He wants to win more titles.
Yeah, always. I mean, it's a real possibility that he's going to break Lewis's 7 titles. Lewis and Michaels.
Hmm.
He's got like probably 7 or 8 more years in F1. So there's a shot for him to break the title as well as the most number of wins record. So as long as he gets a title winning car, he's or a good half decent car, he can do the job. So it's gonna be interesting. He's also said that he doesn't want to be in F1 for very long and wants to capitalize on it. So it's up to Red Bull,
Yeah,
and then we'll see what happens.
yeah, I don't believe those statements because if you remember, Aniket, Lewis also used to say such things many,
Yeah,
many years ago that he has all his other interests outside of F1, and here he is. He's past 40 years, right? And he's still racing for a team that gives him absolutely nothing.
yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's funny how it works. So I really don't believe Max when he says that.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to watch the space, right? It's a very difficult call for him as well. With Red Bull, he's like the most important person in the team. So does he want to give up that status? Does he want to give up all those
Yeah, it's
privileges he
it's
has
basically a
there?
Verstappen team.
Yeah, so that's also in play.
Yeah. Yes, as Aniket said, watch this space, and as always, we will bring you all the news right here on Pod and the Apex as the news breaks with our opinions and our discussions. But now,
So that's the reason you stay subscribed to the channel.
yes, exactly, and get your friends to subscribe to the channel. But yeah, that's Adrian New, and we've gone on for much longer than we expected. But yeah, it's such a bombshell news. Nobody really saw this coming. But now we must move on. And on that note, we must move on to Qatar. This weekend is the Qatar Grand Prix, the penultimate race of the 2025 season. And Aniket, all eyes are on McLaren. I'll not say Red Bull, I'll not say Max Verstappen because everyone knows what Max or Red Bull can do, right? They're not known for crumbling under pressure, right? They always bring their A game, whether it's pit stops or strategy or Max Verstappen himself is driving. But all the focus this weekend will be on McLaren after that double disqualification that we saw in where was the last race? Man, Las Vegas, yes. So after the double DSQ we saw in Las Vegas, now all focus is on McLaren. So what will they do? Will they raise the car? Will they? What will they do, man? Like,
Yeah, it's tough, right? They want to extract maximum performance again. They don't want to lose any more ground, and they want to get this championship wrapped up for either Lando or Oscar, whoever gets it. So I mean, they have to play it safe, man. They can't go for another DSQ. There's no way they can take any more risks and afford another DSQ at this point. So even if it loses them a podium and they have to say get another podium in the last race to seal it, I think
yeah,
it's better to go that way. You don't want to get. I mean, the plankware thing is it could happen just at any time, and uh, yeah. So this is something I hope they don't do for their sake as well as McLaren fans' sake. So it's going to be an interesting race with McLaren on the back foot and Red Bull like very much on the front foot. So the edge goes to Red Bull, right? You can say the mental edge also in terms of the drivers and the team as well. Red Bull has all the advantages right now. I mean, they are nothing to lose. They can just go for they can just do whatever they want, right? Turn up the engine, go
yeah. They
full
have a
on
fresh
like
engine as well.
yeah. They can just use it completely in this race, get the win, and take it to Abu Dhabi. So
Yeah.
it's for McLaren to understand how to play it. Do they take any risks or do they just play it safe? Uh, make sure Lando's on the podium and just take it to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, and despite everyone kind of rightly pointing out that McLaren is good at this track, last year's results are not so clear, right? That it's McLaren's track. So if you look at last year's results, yes, Oscar Piastri won the sprint, and he was on the podium for the race as well. But the main race was won by certain Max Verstappen, right? He also took pole in qualifying. Was it this race where George Russell and Verstappen had that whole. Remember the
Yes,
drama when
yes,
Verstappen had the
yes.
one place penalty.
This was
So
the race where we heard George's famous comments.
yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I think it's I think it's probably going to be an evenly matched track, right? And if you're going to have an evenly matched track, then yeah, Max Verstappen will not give you an inch. He will rather run you off the
Yeah,
track rather than give you an inch on the track.
yeah, exactly right. That begs the question: how willing are McLaren to take risks in this championship fight further after what happened last race? They definitely have to alter their strategy to
Yeah.
whatever
Mhm.
whatever they have. I mean, they have to alter it because they can't go with the same strategy as they had last race because of the DSQ now. So
Right.
uh,
And
it's
Lando
gonna
should
be
stop trying to be Max. Like that didn't work out at all for him last race.
yes. I mean, he has to start well this race. He can't be just bullied by Max in the first corner and just go wide and stuff. So it's all Lando to get a good start, and it's the sprint weekend as well. So we're going to do double predictions, I guess, now in terms
Yes.
of how things will be for the sprint as well as the race. So it's more pressure, right? With sprint weekend as well, you can't afford to lose any more points than you already are at this point.
Yes.
So
And you also have only just one practice session to get it right.
yeah, get acclimatized to the
Yeah.
climate and the
Mm.
track as well.
And also, Aniket, we also have new rules for the track for the race. I'm sorry, because of the way Qatar, places so much pressure on the tires and on because of the heat and the temperatures. The FIA has announced that tires this weekend will be limited to 25 laps. So that means in a Qatar Grand Prix that is 57 laps long, that means you have to do at least two pit stops,
Yeah,
right?
that means probably you can use a soft tire at some point in
Hmm.
the race. Maybe I'm not sure. So does
Yeah.
it say on 25 laps you need to do a first stop, or you can extend the stint but still do two stops?
No, no. So it's basically says that each compound cannot be each tire that you use, whether it's soft, medium, or hard, cannot be used for more than 25 laps, right? So if you start on a
Okay.
tire, you have to change by lap 25 or lap 26, whatever, however F1 counts those
Hmm.
laps. So you can either change on lap 20 and get another set, go to lap. Going long is going to lap 25. That's it, right? You cannot go longer than that. And apparently it's for driver safety and car safety. So, but we
That's
also
going
know
to
how
spice up things
McLaren's
a
pit
little bit.
stops. We also know how
Yeah, I mean,
McLaren's pit stops are.
McLaren, which had the tire advantage, won't have it any longer with
Yes.
this being the case. So, I mean, they have to also do two stops, but you know that they can go longer with the tires. But this puts everyone on an even more level playing field. You can have someone start on the soft, pit by lap 10, go on the mediums, pit again, lap whatever, 35. And then even that's a good strategy, right? In this race, a soft tire will also give you a good start and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how teams are going to are going to approach this. So who's going to be bold with their strategies? Who's going to be conservative? A lot to play for.
Yeah, yeah. And imagine if, oh my God, I don't want to speak this into existence, but imagine a McLaren or a Ferrari maybe. They forget about the 25 lap limit, bring their driver in on lap 27.
Yeah, I wonder what the penalty for that would be then.
DSQ again.
For not pitting on lap 25 and pitting on lap 27.
Imagine the scenes if that happens.
Yep.
But yeah, so Qatar, again, like you said, it's going to be a sprint weekend. So it's going to have its own share of drama, right? And uh, I think at least at the driver briefings today, Lando looked confident. He did not seem phased by all the championship fight, right? He said he's not going to, take any of the pressure. He's going to bring his A game and is, going to fight for the title till the very end. He acknowledges that he is in the best position and that he wants to wrap it up if we can in Qatar itself, right? Just seal it and keep it easy at Abu Dhabi. So yeah, it seems he's not wilting under pressure, which is at least good for McLaren and for Lando, because as we have talked previously, he's not been the best under pressure, at least last year. But obviously, we have seen a much better Lando this year, right? Yeah, whoever is sports psychologist deserves a raise for the amount of work they put in with Lando. But yeah, on that note, it's time as Lando locks and loads for Qatar. It is now time for predictions on the Apex for the Qatar Grand Prix. So, Aniket, are you ready? It's finally
Yeah,
time
ready.
for the
Finally. Let's
penultimate
do it.
race.
Let's do it.
So let's start with the Qatar sprint, and I'm going to let you go first for the sprint. So, Aniket, who's your sprint pole?
Have to take Max Verstappen, right?
Oh my goodness. Really? You are predicting Max Verstappen. Okay. Wow. My goodness. What is happening? Aniket, are you buying into the hype?
I mean, he's definitely good at sprint races, so you gotta give him credit.
Yeah.
He is. I feel that he adapts to the situations well
Hmm.
at this point more than Lando.
Right.
So I think Lando takes a little more time to get used to things in terms of setting up the car and everything, and that's the reason why a sprint is more difficult for him than Max. So I feel that's the reason Max has a little bit more advantage there.
Okay. Okay. That is fair. Um, I am going to go for last year's Qatar sprint winner, Oscar Piastri.
Wow. Okay. So Oscar making a comeback to the podium.
I think for look, I'm a Ferrari fan. I have no dog in this fight. All I want is drama. And I think an Oscar on pole or somewhere at the top is going to inject some much more drama into
More
this,
excitement.
more excitement in this championship fight, right? You have landed 24 points ahead. Now, if you can have both Max and Oscar gain points on Lando Norris in this weekend, it's going to set up an exciting season finale next week. So
Mm,
yeah, that's why I'm going to go for Oscar. And also Oscar needs something, man.
has
He had
to.
a string of I mean, I want to say poor results. I mean, somebody like Lewis Hamilton would kill for his results. Lewis Hamilton Ferrari, I mean, not the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. But he has had a wretched run of form after winning Netherlands and coming third in Monza. He has had a DNF fourth, fifth, and also DNF in the Austin sprint. So and a disqualification in Las Vegas. So Oscar Piastri needs some good result to get his confidence back, right? I mean, he's
Definitely.
so yeah. I'm going to go for Oscar Piastri on pole for the sprint. Um, and then we move on to P3. Um, for P3, I'm going to go for George Russell this time.
Mm-hmm.
My idea is that I know the Mercedes is bad in the heat or whatever, but they did phenomenally well at Singapore. They won the damn race, and this is a sprint, so it just half an hour of racing. So I think the Mercedes will be good, before the tires start falling off or whatever. They probably all use mediums, so yeah, put on a set of mediums, and who knows, George Russell could be right up there, and he's been having a good run of form of late, right? He's been
It's his
having
best
very
season
consistent
in an
results.
F1. Yeah,
Oh, is
it's
it
clearly his
okay?
best season. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 294 points. Yeah, easily.
My P3 is Oscar Piastri.
So you went for us. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you also want him to do well this weekend.
I've been wanting him to do well, like from the past few races. It's just that he doesn't get the results which he should get because of the lack of confidence at this point.
Yeah. You also predicted him to win Sao Paulo.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. So who's your P2?
P2 is Lando Norris.
Ah. Oh my God. Am I? Is it the right music that I'm hearing? Aniket, I can do the funniest thing was I take P2 and P1 now.
Oh, you can't do that. No.
I can do the funniest thing, Aniket.
Then
I'm
we have a
doing.
clash. Then we definitely have a clash.
I'm doing it. I need to figure out who to pick for P2 because I obviously can't pick Lando Norris now. And I know who my P1 I want to pick. P2, I'm going for Charles Leclerc.
Oh
Purely
my
to
god.
bait you into taking. Because I'm taking Max Verstappen for P1.
You can't do that because I'm taking Max.
No, I mean, these are rules, right? I
Yeah.
make the rules. These are the rules. So
I think we didn't define a rule that if I want to take Max at this point, then what do we do?
you need to pick someone else, Aniket. That's the beauty of this format, right?
I can't pick someone else because he's on pole and I want him to win. Or he's supposed to win based on my prediction.
No, you gotta pick someone else.
Or let's both pick Max. Was there rules?
No, we can't do that.
Yeah,
That's
let's
the
do it. Let's
format
do
we
it.
decided. No, no,
We
no.
break the rule for this sprint and we do it.
No.
It doesn't make sense to put Max like below P3. That's the reason.
I mean, who knows? Red Bull might not have a proper setup. It's only one.
No,
I
if
mean, we
he's
talked
getting
about we
pole,
talked about one practice
he's
session
not
being
losing
bad for
that.
potentially McLaren, but it could be potentially bad for Red Bull too. Do you remember how they screwed up Sao Paulo?
Yeah, but I got him for pole. I don't think he's going to go back to like P4 or something from pole in a sprint race at the way there's no tire changes.
You can hedge your bets, Aniket. You can
No,
go for Lando
I don't.
Norris.
I wouldn't want to.
You can go for Lando Norris. Maybe Lando overtakes him at turn one.
And it'll backfire on me otherwise then.
Ah, I got you this time, man.
What do we do?
I mean, you could go for Lando, or you could go for George, you could go for Lewis. There are a lot of good drivers on the grid.
No, I want to go for Max. You could go for one of them, right?
I already picked Max.
Yeah.
I got my turn first, Aniket.
No, you go. You could do that.
You can screw me for the full race. I mean, but you have to pick someone else for the sprint now.
Nah, man. Okay, I'll go Max P2 and Lando P1.
Yeah, you can't change now. What is this?
Oh, what else can I do now?
So you're going to go for Max P2? Sorry.
Yeah, Max P2 and Lando P1.
Okay, I'll give it to you, but really, you should not be changing after you said it. It's why I picked Charles Leclerc, man. I want to take Lando for P2. In that case, I'm switching my P2 to Lando now. If you're switching, I'm switching. Okay. Keep going. Who's your rookie of the sprint?
Kimi Antonelli.
Okay. See? No, you screw me over. What am I supposed to do now? Ollie Bearmanaki will probably end up in P15 or something. I'm going to bring out an old favorite. I'm going to look for Isaac Hajar.
Who else?
Bust of the race. Okay. In the spirit of Adrian Newey being announced as team principal,
Again?
I'm going to say no Aston Martin in the top 8, basically in the points. That's what I'm going for. That's my bust for the race.
I'm going for Alex Albon in the points.
That's a bust?
Oh, sorry, it's a bust. Okay, I thought it was rookie. I forgot a surprise. Okay, my bust would be. Who would it be? Isaac Hajar out of the points.
Really? Is that a bust though?
What is a bust anymore? Like we had some teams doing well, some teams like doing. It's
Fine.
very difficult to. Yeah.
Isaac Hajar out of the points. Okay. I mean, yeah, since he's why was he done the previous races? Yeah, he was in the points last 2 races.
He was in the points last 2 races. Yeah.
Sure. All right. He's actually in the top 8 as well. So sure, I'll give that to you. Yeah. What's your hot take?
Lewis Hamilton be in the top 5. Let's do it.
I wanted to say Lewis Hamilton on the podium.
I mean, let's just do it, man. Come on.
Okay,
Lewis
Lewis
Hamilton
Hamilton
top
top
five.
5. Fine. Now I can't do that. Oh my god. My hot take. No, yeah, you really got your revenge by stealing two of my predictions now. You've taken my rookie and my hot take. Uh, okay, I'm going to go for Kimi Antonelli on the podium.
Okay. Hmm.
Probably not a hot take after the way he's been performing, but sure. I mean, if the two
Yeah,
McLarens are
especially
not being DSQ'd, it's still hard to
but the
get there.
title fight, especially, definitely a hot take.
Yeah, yeah,
That means one of the Red Bull, I mean, the Max or one of the McLarens is not there on the podium.
yeah. Now, for my big surprise, I man, for next year, we need to really cut down on the number of categories here.
Yeah, it's going on and on.
I don't know what to do now. Big surprise. I'd say my big surprise is if okay. My big surprise is Nico Hulkenberg in SQ3.
What is
That's my
my
big
big
surprise.
surprise? Oscar Piastri wins the sprint.
Well, he was a P3 man. Come on.
Yeah, but he's not won a race from a long time now.
Okay. So I think Oscar Piastri winning the sprint. All right. Okay. So are we done? Yeah. Okay, we're done. All right. So
Should we
those
just
are the predictions. Yeah. Good.
copy paste the sprint results onto our actual main Grand Prix results?
No man. No man. Let's try. Yeah. We can cook something up in 5 more minutes. Okay. So those are our predictions for the sprint. Now it's time for predictions in Apex for the Qatar Grand Prix, the main qualifying and the main race. And yeah, I'll go first. Pole position. Fine, I'll give it to you, man. I'll take Lando Norris for pole.
How is that giving it to me?
You probably want to go for Max, right?
I'll take Max Verstappen for pole.
Okay. All right. So who's your P3?
My P3, George Russell.
Okay. My P3, I'm going to go for Oscar Piastri. And for my P2, oh my goodness, you
Is
can.
championship going to be alive in Abu Dhabi or is it like done here?
Okay, so I'm going to go for the safe option. For P2, I'm going for Max Verstappen because I think he's going to wrap up
Okay.
in Doha. But
So you
yeah,
Lando's champion.
yeah. But you take P2 and P1, so you can still screw me over if you want to.
Why not have a championship finale, right? Why
Yeah.
not? So I'm going Lando Norris for P2 and Max Verstappen P1.
Okay.
Let's
I mean,
let's have a last race finale, which
in Abu
is
Dhabi.
a fair finale this time, not like an unfair finale. Yeah, let's have it. Let's play by the rules and let the
Well,
best man win.
that depends on the FIA, man. Like at
Yeah, I
least in
agree.
Abu Dhabi 21, Max did not break any rules, right? Not
He
like
didn't,
Brazil
but
that year.
he got the
Yeah, yeah.
benefit of
I was saying it was
the
not like
Red Bull
Brazil that year
DSQ.
when he kind of ran
Hmm.
rules of the track and
Correct,
didn't
correct.
get
I mean,
penalized.
Brazil, Saudi, you can just go on and
Yeah.
on. So yeah.
So okay, so you went for Max Verstappen P2. Yeah, I'm going for Lando Norris. I think it's
No, I
ending
went
with
for Max Verstappen
P1.
P1,
Yeah, yeah,
Lando Norris P2. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
So I'm going for Lando
you're
Norris
yeah.
P1. Also, interesting, Aniket. It's the first time in our predictions that we started with this format that you have predicted a Max Verstappen win. Somebody's
and now,
buying into the hype.
and I guess he won't win now, which is still okay. It's not like I want him to win or anything. So, yeah.
Oh goodness. So, okay, so yeah, I'm going for Lando Norris P1, and now for rookie, I'm taking Kimi Antonelli. So sorry, take someone else.
Oh man, who should I take? I'll go for Liam Lawson.
Wow, that's one from the archives.
I've not selected Liam Lawson. I've not chosen Liam Lawson for a long time, so why not?
You have never chosen Liam Lawson, and I picked him once for Singapore. That's it. Okay, Liam Lawson, if you're
Welcome back.
watching this, Aniket has big hopes for you in
Let's go.
Qatar.
Let's go.
Okay, so who's your bust, man? Liam Lawson again?
My bust. Oh, this is difficult, man. Who is my bust? Hmm. Aston Martin.
I was going to copy that.
Let's have the celebration of Adrian Newey becoming team principal by not finishing in the points.
Excellent. Okay, so now this puts me in a pickle. Okay, so Qatar. Who's it going to be bad for? Like who struggled in Qatar last year?
Lewis struggled.
Sure. Wait, you mean last? Oh yeah, last year Lewis did struggle. You're right.
Remember, he wanted to come into the pits and not drive the race anymore.
Yeah, man. That was.
That was sad.
I remember how we all felt that he's losing it with Mercedes and Ferrari will revive him. Remember that also, Aniket? How do you feel about that now?
I thought he was making a good decision then.
All of us thought that.
Because Ferrari are at the front, fighting for the World Constructors Championship.
Yep.
And here we are fighting for fourth place this season.
Okay, so I am going to go for no Williams in the points
Okay.
because
After Alex Albon's Carlos Sainz's strong result last time.
yes, but Williams really struggled here last year. You had that's why it took some time. I was trying to look at the results. So last year, Alex Albon, my God, I got his name completely butchered. Alex Albon finished 15th, and Franco Colapinto retired. So it was a terrible race for Williams. So I'm just going to go with that. I'm really out of ideas at this point. It's always hard to do two sets of
Yeah.
predictions.
Yeah, it is.
So
I can't imagine how the drivers do it though.
yeah,
When we are struggling with predictions, they're
starting
actually
with prediction,
driving
they
the
would
car.
drive twice. Now, for my hot take, yeah, I know a hot take is also supposed to be a little more crazy and not a positive one. I mean, more crazy rather than positive. So I'm going to say, yeah, hot take. I think Pierre Gasly is going to be the points, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was, he was 13th. No, sorry. Yeah, I mean, the Alpine was crap last year too, but Pierre Gasly finished 5th last year. So
Okay.
I don't know how, but he did it.
What do you think? What are we doing? Hot take, right?
Yeah, we're doing hot take, some crazy take.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Ferrari outscores Mercedes.
Boy, now that is a hot take.
I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm just going for it.
Okay. All right. And end it with what's your big surprise?
Big surprise. No retirements in the race.
Okay, that is a bold prediction. I'll give you that. No
In the main
retirements.
race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this only for the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
race. Yeah, because last year we had 5 retirements here, so that's certainly a bold prediction. Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, this year has been reliability has been much better
Much
compared
better,
to
yeah.
last year. We have way fewer retirements. I think it feels like, except the rain shortened ones. Um, for my big surprise, you will love this. Going to go for a Lewis Hamilton podium, not a Ferrari podium,
Oh,
but a Lewis Hamilton podium.
oh man, you trust in Lewis Hamilton more than me at this
Man,
point.
he
At
needs
this
it,
point in that
man. Like,
car,
come on, he needs a
he's
podium.
unfortunately going without a podium this season.
Man,
Unfortunately,
that oh my god, that would be so hard to watch
heartbreaking. Yeah, I know.
because he has had a. I know he had two. I think he had a season or two without wins, but he still was finishing on the podium in those seasons, right? 22 and 23, right? For Lewis Hamilton, he didn't win any race, but he was still on the podium. And to think that this season, as a seven-time world champion and as an extremely experienced driver, with he's in his what? He's in his 19th season of F1. And to think that in his 19th season, with a team like the Scuderia, he will not finish on the podium. And this man almost won the title in his rookie season.
Yeah, just absolutely zero
So,
confidence in the car.
yeah.
The car is not responding to what he wants, how he wants to drive. So I'm sure there are better days ahead. It's
Yeah.
not the end of the world. I'm sure Lewis will do better in 2026. But yeah,
Yeah,
this season
hopefully
is like kind of a complete.
2026 will be better.
I mean, this entire rules set has been a little unfortunate in terms of whenever he's tried to get things right, there have been 5 steps back for him. So I wish now that he'd probably win that A title. I mean, with the FI robbed him off and just retired from the sport rather than just continue this long and not achieve a level of heights which he has in the previous years up to 2021.
But I
So
wonder, would he really have retired?
I think there would have been nothing for him to achieve after that, and that would have been the perfect swan song for
Hmm.
him to just take off into his music career and his producing career and so on. So
Or maybe he
yeah,
would have
now
come to Ferrari in 2022 and we would have seen depression much earlier.
yeah, and I think he's just here in search of the elusive eighth title, which I'm not sure at this point now it's coming unless Ferrari builds a rocket ship or something next season, which I have no trust in.
Yeah, we don't know, right? I mean, next season could be very different, right? It's a brand new set of regulations, very different stuff going on. We'll obviously talk more about that in the off
Yeah,
season, but yeah, never say never, man. I hope he has a better stint than Schumacher at Mercedes when he came out of retirement. That
yeah.
was
Let him
really
just have a
painful. That was
good
really
last two
painful to
races.
watch for me as a Schumacher fan. Is coming out of retirement and what 2 or 3 seasons with Mercedes that he raced, and they were absolutely terrible, right? So yeah, I hope
Yep.
Lewis has a better swan song than him. Um,
Yep. Let's just hope he just has a good last two races.
yeah,
Some good communication with Adami before Adami is kicked out, probably before the start of next season. It's my Christmas wish list or New Year wish list that Adami is not Lewis's race engineer from next
I think
season.
it's both a Christmas wish list, right? Adami not being
So frustrating.
race engineer for Lewis. So yeah. Anyways,
Yep.
that is our slate of predictions and a preview for Qatar, and obviously the bombshell news that really screwed with our episode agenda today. Adrian Newey going to Aston Martin. So, anyways, yeah, stay tuned to Pod on the Apex. Hope you have a fun and exciting and interesting race weekend with the sprint and the main race. So Yeah, we will see you all, folks, after Qatar. Stay subscribed to Pod in the Apex. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody who follows F1. We are growing. We're right now at 129 subscribers. So we are growing, we're going strong, and we will see you next week. Bye.